3, 2, 1, Tetris! All right. Tetris Champs having a little bit of a moment that should clear once Klovelace gets a Tetris. But in the meantime, all of these players, are they on the same seed? I didn't quite catch that.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yes, they're on the same seed.
They are on the same seed. Okay, that means all of these players are going to run into some trouble very soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like Klovelace is actually really up high right now. Taking some burns, 2/3 up the board here. Klovelace is getting pieces left and right, trying to get out of this.
Tyler in a bit of a pickle himself, but not nearly as dire as Lovelace. But to the credit of Klovelace, doing a good job down stacking. Just needs an eyepiece.
But 41-piece drought, and it doesn't burn, but gets another bar and seems to be okay. Yeah, Klovelace might be okay here, still up high. Needs. Okay. It seems to be getting the right pieces here.
There we go. Lovelace slowly but surely getting himself out of this tricky situation. Uh-oh, misplacement of the T.
Yeah, it misplaces the T, and
oh no,
that's gonna be it. Klovelace tops out at 19,000.
Both players lamenting the fact that they were a lot higher up on the board than maybe they would like to admit at the beginning of this top 8 match. But on the other hand, DocPie and Sam Z doing a much better job of managing these droughts and their stack. DocPie up by about almost 3 Tetrises,
Yeah. There we go, DocPie 185,000, Sam Z 147,000. Has to take a few burns here. There we go, Sam Z, Tetris ready.
Both of these players simply awaiting eyepieces, but instead, both of them will encounter a drought here. On the top of your screen, Klovelace and Tyler is about to begin. Players, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Klovelace continuing to have the white flash, perma-flash of the screen. Again, that should clear away once Klovelace clears his first Tetris. In the meantime, DocPie scoring a Tetris of their own, up by 2.5 Tetrises. Sam Z going to need to catch up here with his awkward stack.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward stack here from Sam Z. Going to burn with that bar and that Z. There we go, needs a J or L, gets the L. Just needs one more L. Gonna have to use the bar and gonna maybe get another J, but no, gets a bar and a J. Still has to continue taking burns here. So because of taking all these burns, DocPie is building the lead, but Sam Z does get a Tetris.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the top half of your screen, it's neck and neck here as these players trade leads for a brief moment. Both had the exact same score, but in the meantime, Tyler having a little bit of an awkward situation with that S piece. Returning. Big applause coming from the CT1 audience. In the meantime, though, Sam Z in a little bit of a tricky situation is encountering a drought thing against the O. And just in time for the Tetris, but already falling quite behind here. 3.5 Tetrises behind, to be exact. On the other hand, Klovelace and Tyler neck and neck, but both have very awkward positions. Tyler having covered up the right side of his board, not able to access any Tetrises, and going to have to burn a lot on the left side just to do so.
Needs an L piece, doesn't get it, and oh, misdrops that J. Needs a bar, and no, Tyler is not going to be able.
So close, so close. Almost had it, Could have had the double J piece there. But instead, Klovelace.
Klovelace takes the next game. It's now 1-1.
Gonna bring us to a decider.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Sam Z and DocPie still on their first game, by the way.
Yeah, still on their first game.
Doc Pie. I looked away for just a second, and suddenly the the Tetrises are going to be scored on the left instead of the right.
Yeah.
Lovelace think they were on different seats.
They're on different seats.
We're not sure. They are checking right now.
All right, so there is
Seems to be a dispute. They might
have to
on the wrong
replay.
seeds.
Yeah, they might have to replay the match here.
Our most diligent judges are on the case. Gonna have to wait for their decision before we start their game. In the meantime, Sam Z versus Doc Pie still continues on.
Yeah, both players on level 19. Sam Z on level 20 now.
Sam Z now in the lead by his own 2.5 Tetrises. Okay. The judges have made their call. We are actually going to redo that game because they were on the incorrect seed. Which means we are going to replay that game. So rewind back to when Tyler was up by 1. Let's not talk about the game that happened prior to that, but we are going to give players one more chance.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Both players at the top are almost ready. We'll get them started in just a moment, but in the meantime,
There we go. All right.
all right, we're going to get ready in 3,
2, 1, Tetris! All right. Well, that match is starting out. Let's look at the bottom here. Doc Pie and Sam Z. This is a very close match right now. Doc Pie at 612,000. Sam Z at 642,000.
Yeah, shout out to Sam Z's 7th and 8th column now. Oh no.
Few misdrops here. Trying to get something left, but no.
Oh,
Sam Z
no.
tops out, and Doc Pie with that Tetris will take game number 1.
Nicely done by both of these players, but unfortunate for Sam Z to misplace that Z piece and put himself in an irrecoverable position, I'm afraid. Both of these players taking a moment to stretch. You know, that was a pretty strenuous game. On the other hand, Tyler versus Lovelace. Tyler trying desperately to leave himself open for a Tetris, but starting to have an awkward board state for it. Does finally manage to clear up the right side of his board, but might be too little too late. K Lovelace has already taken the lead. Intense action happening on the main stage, but gonna draw our focus back to CT3. Tyler had a unfortunate placement there, but definitely has the space to bring it back. This drought finally doing him a favor for once, allowing him to recover from this mistake just in time for the Tetris.
Yeah, there we go. K Lovelace right now, a bit of a dirty board, is able to get that bar left.
Tyler now in position to take and maintain the lead here. Looks like Doc Pie and Sam Z have decided to take a little bit of a break, so in the meantime we are going to focus on Tyler versus Lovelace. We'll move back to the 4-player view in just a moment.
Oh, wait.
Ready? All right. Never mind. That really was just a moment. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Doc Pie and Sam Z beginning their second game of this top 4 here in the silver bracket on CT4. Lovelace and Tyler continuing to extend their leads respectively.
Yeah, Tyler with a 56,000 point lead at 214,000 at 65 lines. But a bit more of a dirty board than K Lovelace, which has a center well. There you go, gets the center well and is going to transfer it back to the right well. K Lovelace at 182,000, Tyler at 221,000 here.
Nicely done by both of these players. Almost, I was going to say, almost in a good position here, but this actually gives Klovelace the position to maybe score Tetris if I had a long bar. And of course, once there is a long bar, not in a position to cash it in, giving Tyler one more opportunity to take the lead back, and he does. Tetris for Tyler, but also Tetris for Lovelace. On the bottom side of the board, weird things are happening here with DocPie's board here. Does seem to be in position for Dirty Tetris if he can get the pieces, but unfortunately not able to do so.
There you go. Gets the right piece, though, to uncover it, and gets the bar to clean it out, and is set up for a right well Tetris. There we go. Gets it. 102,000 for DocPie, and 142,000 for Sam Z. Tyler here.
Sorry, go.
Tyler here with the column 9 Tetris. 279,000 for Tyler. 245,000 for Klovelace. Another Tetris there for Klovelace.
On the bottom side of the board, both of these players encountering a drought. This could be fatal here. Sam Z, unfortunately, not able to capitalize on the long bar, but DocPie was able to. Gets the back-to-back. And just like that, this game is getting closer and closer. Simul Tetris here, quickly trading leads. Sam now up by 1.5 Tetrises. Make that 2.5 Tetrises. This game is going back and forth, back and forth. It seems I have been corrected. I accidentally called us CT4. I was personally casting CT4 earlier today. I must apologize. Bit of a muscle memory there, but this is CT3.
Yes, this is CT3. CT4 finished up just a few minutes ago, around 30 minutes ago. And no spoilers, but actually, wait. No, we did.
We already spoiled it.
Yeah, we did actually just spoil it.
If you were sleeping,
if you were not here,
you'll have to watch it again.
You'll have to go watch it on CT4, see who won in the finals. Right now, though, Klovelace and Tyler both transitioned into 19. Klovelace at 394,000 and Tyler at 430,000.
Yeah. Honestly, for all four of these players, trying their best to keep their Tetrises open, but in a bit of a difficult position. Sam Z's going to need a lot of O pieces. Actually gets 2 back-to-back. So, excuse me. Didn't know you had game like that, man.
Here we go, another Tetris for Sam Z. Sam Z is like building on this lead. 401,000 against 307,000 for DocPie.
DocPie with the unfortunate misplacement of that S piece there. Now with the J piece too, does have the pieces to work with. We're going to need some good RNG here. That's 1. There's 2. We'll need a 3rd. But in the meantime, Sam Z's lead is extending further and further as DocPie enters a drought. This could be dangerous. DocPie slowly but surely gets the eyepiece but at the wrong moment. And now that's an eyepiece you don't want to see.
They're trying to burn out of this.
Just trying to stay alive, but Sam Z almost at a 6 Tetris lead here. DocPie, things going from bad to worse.
No, and DocPie is not able to get that T left. Sam Z is good for game number 2. Ties it up to get to a decider.
Very unfortunate, but honestly, shout out to Sam Z. Exactly a 6 Tetris lead.
That is insane.
In the meantime, both Tyler and Lovelace dealing with their own awkward board states. Tyler in a bit of a better position and with it the lead, but still plenty of time for both of these rollers to make up the difference. Ooh, a little bit of a unfortunate placement with that eyepiece. It might technically be possible to fit an eyepiece through there, but instead Lovelace going to play it a little bit safe.
There you go, gets the rooftop burn and should be good here. 630,000 for Klovelace, 769,000 for Tyler. So Tyler with the 4 Tetris lead here. Only a few levels left before the 29 speeds, but knowing these two players, they both have 1.5 as their personal best, so they could keep playing beyond 29 and might be able to score like quite a bit more. we'll have to see what happens here.
Tyler in a bit of a difficult position here. Does score the Tetris, going to have to spend quite a bit of time building that stack back up.
He's able to fill out the left side. There we go, another Tetris for Tyler. 863,000 versus Klovelace, 745,000, both on level 28, very close to level 29.
Tyler here continuing to have this good lead going into the drought. Has good options to burn. So does Lovelace, but his stack getting higher and higher, and no eyepiece in sight for either of these players. A nearly 40-piece drought and counting here.
Oh, Klovelace almost got the burn, but Klovelace tops out 764,000. Tyler will take it.
Well played by both Tyler and Lovelace. Unfortunate timing with the transition. You know that the drop seed significantly picked up in pace right when things were dire. And unfortunately, Tyler just had the better board state. Tyler trying to score one last Tetris for posterity, but unfortunately not able to. Another drought.
There we go. Tyler tops out 955,000 and makes it to the top 4.
With that match out of the way, we are going to continue Doc Pie versus Sam Z. Let's have one hearty shout out. Let's begin this match in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Both of these players 1-1. This is the decider match of the final top 8 set here in the silver bracket in CT3.
Yes. So after this, we will get into the top 4.
Dirty Tetris for Sam Z. Normal Tetris for Doc Pie.
So in the top 4, we are going to have Green Tea, Mari, Tyler, and the winner of this match here, which is going to be either Doc Pie or Sam Z.
That's right. Whoever wins this match will go on to face Tyler in the top 4.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm tired, but
Sam Z currently extending his lead. Doc Pie getting another Tetris of their own, but still 2 Tetrises behind. Sam Z gets a Tetris. Doc with another one.
Sam Z, though, keeping this lead, 118,000 for Sam Z, 78,000 for Doc Pie.
Both of these players trying not to give up positioning for the Tetris. There is the one. Doc Pie just in time to get their own Tetris. Both of these players pretty even in terms of lines and pieces, but Sam Z now up 2.5 Tetrises. Make that, well, now still 2.5 Tetrises.
Sam Z here with the left well, trying to look for this bar. There we go. Is able to get the bar. Now has the right well open for the Tetris. There we go. Gets the bar. And Sam Z gets the Tetris. 238,000 for Sam Z. Doc Pie at 160,000. Also waiting for this bar. Tetris ready.
Droughts ending for both of these players with a Tetris. But Sam Z still continuing to extend his lead, now 3.5 Tetrises ahead of the game. Doc Pie is going to have to really put in the work if they want to secure this game 3 and move on to the top 4. Simul Tetris. Both of these players still on good pace to achieve about a 600K going into the level 19 transition here. SamZ continuing to extend that lead, but DocPie slowly, very slowly, but surely closing the gap here. Just looking for the eyepiece, gets it here. Gets the second one. But so does SamZ. Neither player's willing to give up any more ground than they already have. DocPie set up for Tetris just in time. But so is SamZ. DocPie just in time for Tetris. SamZ unfortunately has to burn quite a few lines here to have access to his Tetris well. Once more, that could be the opportunity DocPie has been looking for this whole match.
Both these players now within 30 lines of level 19. And both of these players are pacing really, really well so far. DocPie, 400,000, 105 lines. SamZ, 436,000 at 104 lines. So definitely on their way for at least a 500K transition here.
Both of these players entering a drought here, but both of them also positioned for the Tetris. DocPie going to cash his in and cover up that right side of the board. SamZ gets his Tetris. Both of these players are around one Tetris away from being evenly matched.
Yeah, DocPie has been slowly bringing this back.
DocPie almost in position to score a dirty Tetris. Unfortunately, does not quite get it. SamZ with a 2.5 Tetris lead here. But DocPie has been in worse positions before. Might have what it takes to bring this back. DocPie scores a dirty Tetris here. Now only a 2.5 Tetris lead for SamZ.
There we go. SamZ goes into level 19, 543,000. DocPie, 481,000, waiting for the bar. And there we go. Tetris, 505,000 for DocPie. SamZ, a bit of a dirty board here, but it seems to be, yeah, getting the right pieces here. Has to put that S over there. Doesn't rotate that L, though.
That should not be fatal, but that could give DocPie the opportunity to catch up. SamZ scores a Tetris here. Finally, in a good board state, there's the back-to-back, but DocPie is also nearly in position for a Tetris of their own. Fortunately, it seems we're entering a drought here for DocPie.
There you go. DocPie gets that bar. Gets another bar. Simul Tetris there. 619,000 for DocPie and 666,000 for SamZ.
Oh, unfortunate. Missed the tuck there. Gets it with the T-spin, but then unfortunately gets the L piece. Or excuse me, does not get the L piece there. Still has plenty of room to recover from this mistake, but giving DocPie more and more chances as DocPie now has 2 line piece dependencies. Trying to burn lines to turn that into a one-piece dependency. Set up for a Tetris, just needs the long bar, but it's nowhere in sight.
Another drought's forming here, but there's the bar, 665,000, going up to 695 with another Tetris, and finally taking the lead.
For the first time this entire match, DocPie is in the lead. Both of these players trying desperately to not give up any more ground.
80-point difference for both players. This is a very, very close heading into the second half of the level 19 speeds.
DocPie with a bit of an unfortunate setup, did not get the T-piece in time, just settled for the S. Gonna have to burn some lines. That could give Sam the opportunity to run away with the game once again. Unfortunately, SamZ misplaces the J piece. Gonna have to go into a burn mode of his own, and this drought certainly not helping.
Yeah, Dogpie and Samzy both in a little bit of an area where they're going to have to dig for a while. Samzy was able to find a Tetris, though. 830,000 for Samzy, 782,000 for Dogpie.
Dirty Tetris from Dogpie giving them just one more opportunity to bring back this game. Just needs 2 J pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't get them, but at least there's no more drought. Dogpie so close to getting their board state back in the Tetrisable position.
There you go, gets the double. 800,000 for Dogpie, 855,000 for Samzy here. Samzy only has 1 more Tetris before 29. Dogpie has also 1 more Tetris and 1 Tetris behind.
Samzy transitioning to level 29. The pieces are going to move faster and faster from here on out. Samzy still has the lead, but Dogpie just the 1 Tetris away from their own transition here. The speed really getting to them, and unfortunately, Dogpie is going to top out.
So Samzy takes it with an 885, only winning by 10,000 points.
Gotta love the camaraderie there. Leaving this top 8, not with tears, not with anger, but with a hug.
Yes, love to see it. Love to see it all in either bronze, silver, or gold. It is amazing.